Imagine standing on the edge of space, looking down at the Earth beneath you, knowing that in just a few moments, you're going to take the most daring step of your life. One man did just that. On October 14, 2012, Felix Baumgartner leaped from the stratosphere, falling faster than the speed of sound and breaking a world record. But how did he get there? What drove him to make this death-defying leap? And what happened after? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into the incredible story of Felix Baumgartner and the legendary Red Bull Stratos mission. Before becoming the man who jumped from space, Felix Baumgartner was already no stranger to danger. Born on April 20th, 1969, in Salzburg, Austria, Felix had an early passion for adventure. From a young age, he dreamed of flying, and at just 16, he began skydiving. His thirst for adrenaline quickly pushed him into the world of base jumping, where he leaped off towering cliffs, skyscrapers, and bridges. He was a pioneer. In 1999, he set a world record by jumping off the Petronas Towers in Malaysia. Enter the Red Bull Stratos project, a mission so bold, so dangerous, it took years of planning. The goal? To send a man to the very edge of space and have him free fall back to Earth. The risks were enormous. Extreme temperatures, the vacuum of near space, and the possibility of going into an uncontrollable spin that could be fatal. To survive the harsh conditions, Felix trained relentlessly. He worked with scientists, engineers, and even NASA veterans to prepare his mind and body for what would be the most challenging moment of his life. The team built a specialized space capsule and a custom pressure suit, both designed to withstand the unforgiving conditions of the stratosphere. Then on October 14th, 2012, it was time. Felix climbed into the capsule, strapped in, and began his ascent. A massive helium balloon carried him up, higher and higher, into the thin air of the stratosphere. Below, the world watched with bated breath. Two hours and 20 minutes later, he had reached his target altitude, 38,969 meters above Earth. That's 127,852 feet, nearly 24.2 miles high. Felix took one final deep breath. He stood at the threshold of the capsule, looked down at the planet, and spoke his now famous words, "I'm going home now." And then he jumped. The moment he stepped off, he was in free fall. The thin atmosphere provided almost no resistance. Within seconds, he was plummeting faster than the speed of sound, reaching a top speed of 1,357.6 kilometers per hour, 843.6 miles per hour, breaking the sound barrier at Mach 1.25. He became the first human to achieve supersonic speed without an aircraft. For 4 minutes and 20 seconds, he was in free fall. At one point, he started spinning uncontrollably, a terrifying moment that could have led to unconsciousness, or worse. But Felix fought through, stabilized himself, and continued his descent. Then at around 8,000 feet, he deployed his parachute and gracefully drifted down to Earth, touching down safely in the New Mexico desert. Cheers erupted. The world celebrated. Felix had done it. He had shattered records, pushed the boundaries of human potential, and proven that the sky was no longer the limit. The moment was more than history in the making. It was a testament to the courage, determination, and relentless spirit of exploration that defines humanity. Millions watched in awe as he descended from the stratosphere, a tiny figure against the vastness of the sky, free-falling at speeds that defied belief. Scientists, engineers, and dreamers alike knew that this was more than just a stunt. It was a glimpse into the future of human flight, of space travel, of possibilities yet to be realized. Felix's jump changed more than just his life. His descent provided invaluable scientific data for future space exploration. The knowledge gained helped improve high-altitude parachute systems, advanced astronaut safety suits, and even contributed to discussions on future Mars missions. What seemed like a singular feat of bravery was, in reality, a groundbreaking leap for science, engineering, and human endurance. Engineers and scientists analyzed every aspect of his jump, from the effects of extreme acceleration on the human body to how materials responded to the harsh conditions of near space. His suit design influenced next-generation astronaut gear, ensuring greater mobility and protection. His free-fall data helped refine emergency escape procedures for high-altitude pilots and future space travelers. Even organizations like NASA and SpaceX studied the event to inform their own advancements in space exploration and human survival in extreme conditions. So what's next for Felix? While he's since stepped away from high-altitude jumps, his legacy lives on. His daring leap proved that with the right mix of courage, preparation, and ambition, humans can achieve the impossible. Whether on Earth or in the vastness of space, his jump will continue to inspire explorers, engineers, and dreamers to push beyond the limits of what we believe is possible. And that brings us to the end of Felix Baumgartner's incredible story. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps us bring you more incredible stories of human achievement. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on more mind-blowing records. And we want to hear from you. Comment below. Would you ever dare to take a leap from the stratosphere? Or do you have another extreme record you'd love for us to cover? If you're craving more thrilling stories of records and perseverance, check out our next video right here. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep dreaming big and pushing limits.